Hello, hello, hello. We're live. Hello, hello everyone. Hello. Hope you're doing fine. Bonjour, bonjour tout le monde. Buongiorno for the Italian people.
Buongiorno a tutti.
Yeah, bonjour. Okay. So, yeah. Thank you very much for this is our fourth episode of Empowering Women. So today we come back with another subject that really matters to us. So it's why. So we do try to understand today why people do quit business or relationship work. So yeah, so we're gonna cover this little thing today. So for me, my name is Aniel Cruzel. So I'm here with my colleague and friend Francesca Floneto to cover this point. So we are both entrepreneurs. So we kind of empowering women to take action and giving some of our experience to inspiring other women. So in terms of quitting, so I've think about this subject, this topic, and then trying to figure out why do people quit. So for me, it's mine to maybe two or three things. You know, sometimes there's a lot of nice. Just mute you 1 second, Francesca, so that we don't have. Then I will unmute you again. Okay, good. Just not to have. Yeah, I was saying that. So three things that I've been talking about. So why do people quit? For me, is maybe due to big why. Sometimes people don't have a big why. That's meaning that they start something, they don't see, the vision of this one. Even if in a relationship you don't see where this relationship gonna give me this kind of thing, or why do I put down in order to have the relationship or the work to be as you want it first. So in terms of the big why, I think that is the vision. If you don't have the vision about yourself from that work or from this business, or you're gonna not trying to do the work you have to do about it. So yeah, Francesca, maybe you have add something about that. But I think for me, it's the main reason. What do you think about that, Francesca?
As usual, in the meantime, good evening, good afternoon, good evening, or good morning to everybody. Depends on which part of the world, and I hope you are following us, because when I spoke with Anya yesterday, I believe this is the best subject we could have chosen for today. We could have chosen today, and yeah, as Anya said, my colleague Anya said, having a why is really important, because as we kind of briefly let's say explain in one of our previous meetings, in the moment that we know what are our goals, we picture them, we feeling them, we know where we are heading, automatically the human being mind set in a way that will help you to achieve that. So whenever we start something like that, can be sport, can be let's say, can be, I don't know, business in our case particularly. That's why we chose this one, because we are involved together in business, and we don't have a goal set and a vision where we want to head and where we are picturing our future, or what achievement we want to have. It doesn't work, and that's why people quit, because they don't receive the results, they don't see where they're heading, everything is confusing their mind, and then it becomes also overwhelming. So yeah, the why, I think, is one of the main subjects that are really important not to quit.
Exactly. Thank you very much, Francesca, for mentioning this point. So yeah, it's really important to have a big why, as we talked last time. Big why helps you to understand where are you going to be from now to 3 or 4 years, or to just. And I think you have to picture it. You have to dream it before having it. You have to say it before having it. That's how it works. And also another reason is consistency. So at some point I was trying to look around me, say sometimes people want to resolve just now. They just say, starting this business, starting this relationship, I want to resolve now. But in my opinion, I think you have to build it. You have to learn. You have to lose also, learn from your you know, from your from your lose, and also, yeah, taking action, learn from that, and trying to go forward. So consistency is really, really important, because sometimes you people are not consistent. Consistency is not like having much time to do something, or to just taking a little bit of action every single day. So planning yourself, writing your goals, writing your everyday goals. So for me now, that's why I'm trying to do this. I say, yeah, for example, tomorrow I want to do this. So writing them down helped me to kind of saying, yeah, today I have done this little things in terms of moving my business forward, or moving my relation forward. Also learning what this one didn't work, learning from my mentor, also people around me. That's why with Francesca we also connecting, because we're talking a little bit, a lot. Let's say, yeah. What do you think about consistency, Francesca?
Yeah, I love that you touched this part because it relates to me a lot. I've been involved in business as an entrepreneur, now running different businesses since, like, let's say 10
Yeah, exactly.
years.
You are really, really
And
got a good experience on
yeah,
entrepreneur.
and it's a really long journey. Like, people might think 3 years is a lot of time, but it's actually is not a lot of time. And one of the things that we need to learn is patience, that which is linked to consistency. And something that I realized, because when we start being honest with ourselves, then we start learning where to improve from, when we remove the ego. And what I realized with myself, I never been that consistent as I've been since, like, I started my second business, which is the one I'm involved with you. And there I could understand that it's all down to take the day by day, hour by hour, plan what we want to do, organization. And even if it's like one thing, at least one thing every day, maintaining the consistency and being into it. And that is down to everything. Like, if I think also about my career of volleyball, when I was young, I was spending like 3 hours a day professionally. 3 hours a day, 7 days a week, I was playing volleyball. And then when it came to a professional, like, career of sport, but when we do it as a hobby, anything, any project we start, any business, any work, any relationship, it doesn't it doesn't give us back what we expect, what we would like to. It doesn't respond us like as a professional one. So consistency is the base of everything, and it doesn't mean like being overwhelmed by the activity, but listening to ourselves, understand between our routine, how to juggle, and just save in our agenda every day a time frame that can be an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 20 minutes, depends on our routine, how busy they are, but to be consistent on the project that we start. And that's how people juggle and don't quit, and they succeed in many projects. So yeah,
Yeah,
I love it.
exactly. If, for example, one question comes in my mind, people say to you, yeah, I don't have time, I have many projects, so how can I handle this one? So yeah, so because I also need time, also people do say to me, I don't have time. What do you do to manage all these activities? So you are involving in so many business, and also you are also you may have your personal life. How? So what can you say to people over there? Say, I don't have time, I don't have money. Yeah.
Is all down to our why consistency, as you said. Like, and if you think about yourself as well, like, and all our colleagues as well in our business, that they have perhaps a job next to it, because at the beginning when we set up a business, we need to have also security in order to be and grow rich. But if you have a family, you're also running a business, this one professionally as a full-time business. And obviously, when we have a big why, we find a way how to do it. If I think of myself, we are closing the company in London, and we are still bringing into a higher income. I'm running like the project, like the new concept of Amazon with you, and then I'm also like opening new business here locally. I'm building the house. I have a
Wow.
factory of animals, you know. It's like
Congratulations. Yeah.
many things, and also something upcoming coming right now. And it's all down to organization and how much we want to be consistency. Even if it's only 10 minutes a day, guys, we need to be into it our mind needs to set up in a way that we are going to achieve what we set, and that is achieved with the consistency.
Yeah, good. Thank you very much, Francesca. Yeah, now let's talk about motivation. So, what motivates people to quit? What motivates people not to quit? Yeah, as we were talking about, what one of those things is for me. When I wake up in the morning, I say, I haven't set my goal. I have this why, this goal I want to achieve from today, from next year. And every day I say to me, what's gonna happen if I did not achieve this goal? So that's what motivates me. If, for example, we take, setting up the business and also being a mom, also being an employee, I said to myself, so at one point, 5 years from now, I want to be financially free. So in 5 years now, if I did not achieve this goal, what should I feel? So what? Just asking myself some question. So for me, that helped me to motivate myself to take action every single day. And for you, what motivates you, Francesca?
The motivation for me, like as we learn in business as well, people are motivated by out of fear or out of the success, the feeling of achieving, like, so the positive emotion. Me as a person, I'm more motivated out of fear. What does it mean? Every day I'm thinking more than ever right now, what is going to happen, like, if don't achieve the success of the different source of income that I'm looking for. And whenever I think about the consequences, like, or for example, if one day one of the companies stop working, like because we don't have enough customer, or I'm thinking like, let's say tomorrow we have a family, I'm not able to feed my child, or I'm not able to pay off my mortgage. And then I'm thinking like all of these things, and those things in the morning motivating me. But another things I would like to give out as advice, because what I've been doing when you came up with this subject yesterday to me, I was thinking about my experience, and I'm been thinking like all the time that I said for one day, I never quit it. Don't take me wrong. I never quit it, guys. I'm still here. I'm really stubborn. I keep going. What I'm doing is most what I did in the past. Sometimes I took like a week holiday for my business, but that's also like, and I read inside myself, and I thought, what actually brought me not to have motivation to keep going every single day consistently for 3 years, and what it came most of the time is self-doubt as well. Sometimes like our minds get destroyed by our self-doubt, because we are self-talked, like when we are alone in a car, or we are somewhere, we had a bad day, stress, a lot of things, tiredness, bring you to get ideas into your mind, and you start saying, oh, I cannot do it, you see, everyone else has success, I'm not able to do it. And these are scheme we are setting up in ourselves. But you know what, guys, the power of knowing that is that if you are able to self-doubt about yourself, just saying sentences, your mind, if you realize this self-thought, and this is a work I've been doing as well, thanks to my mentor, I stopping it and I'm moving it into positivity. So if my mind tells me when I'm alone, I can't do it, my affirmation becomes, I can do it. And I'm doing it. Or if my mind tells me, oh, you're not good enough, I'm excellent, I'm an amazing entrepreneur, I'm good enough for doing that. And that's the power. So as you can tell, bad talk to yourself, you can also move it in a good talk, because none of us was born with the skills and with a perfect mind, with like a perfect situation to become the best successful person. We learn on the way, and we can train our minds in this way, and this is motivation as well. So you can create your motivation as you create your demotivation with your self-doubt. Another thing, as Anya said, lack of results. Lack of results is equal to lack of activity. So when people don't have results in the human being minds, because we are set to receive our wages, Whenever we do our hours at work, we know that at the end of the month, despite we work 6 hours, we are profitable or anything, we get our money at the end of the month. So our mind is built to receive straight away results. So whenever our mind, after weeks, after 3 months, doesn't see, I don't know, grants and grants of results, we feel it doesn't work and we stop the activity. But as you do the activity and you've been consistent, you get motivated and the little results, because we are getting excited about being paid, working 10 hours a day for really cheap money most of the time that are not paying off our activity. If we do the activity, we also get results. And this is another thing that motivate us. And another really important thing is for motivating ourselves is who is in our ears, who we talk with. Because what is happening as well that motivated us in the morning is the last talk we have in the day. I realize myself that when I go to sleep and I have a fight or discussion with my partner, who is my fiance, and we live together, he's always the last person I talk with. In the morning, I have bad sleep. In the morning, I wake up, I'm demotivated and everything. But if I finish the day with my mantra, with my affirmation, I have amazing sleep. In the morning, I wake up really motivated to break the world.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Exactly.
this is really important. Like, so motivating ourselves, there are different ways and different like reason why people quit. And this is like apart from what Anya say, this is like my part as well. So
Okay.
yeah,
Good.
do you have anything else to add regarding this subject?
Yeah, fantastic. Also, some books that we read. So one of our was just like thinking, seeing one of the video today of Think and Grow Rich was just saying that sometimes you just say, I cannot do that. Sorry, my daughter. So I cannot do that. So instead of saying I cannot do that or I cannot do one thing, or just asking yourself another question. So how can I manage to do that? So that's opens your mind and find a solution. So just like I think this is also really powerful. Yeah, good.
So like as Anya already covered so many subjects like of why people quit, but two additional one apart from motivation that we would like to touch today is mindset and take responsibilities, because as we said, mindset is the key point. As I said, like before coming through to this video, I've been looking into my past experience, what my mind brought me to, and I remember so many situations, guys. I'm not joking. Like, it's unbelievable. Our mind is powerful and bring us to the wrong directions, but it's also so powerful. Like, the once we understand how to control it and what actually affects our mindset, how we can achieve easy goals. Yeah. And what was happening like with myself, as soon as I became like an entrepreneur, I decided to take up this path. I realized that basically I was attracting all my fears, and whenever one of my fear was coming across, I was ready to quit. I was ready to quit, like for 1 day, 2 days, but then I'm stubborn. I was starting again, speaking with my coach, and I was like, you see, this is happening, this is happening, this is happening after 1 year, after 6 months. And then I was wondering, I just like, actually, was it me or was it my mind that because I got this fear, I just as excuse attracting it? So like when it comes to quitting because of a mindset, it comes to people that are overwhelmed, people that keeps saying, as you mentioned, like, I can't do it, or you see, so overwhelming, so difficult, this and that, rather than say, okay, let's see why I'm overwhelmed, where I'm doing wrong, what is that I can fix, and I can say I can do it finally. And how long I've been doing it for, how did I spend my time doing it, that, and taking the day by day, planning your routine. Another thing is self-sabotage. Self-sabotage, as I said, that was me. That
Yeah,
was
exactly,
me.
everything. Yeah. Me too.
Self-sabotage. like creating situations where why people self-sabotage, guys. Like, I will explain you that we self-sabotage ourselves so that we can create excuses, so that if we fail, we can excuse ourselves. So what we do, we start thinking, and when we are alone, we start like talking to ourselves, similar to self-doubt. And then what we do, we create a situation and we go and search for the sources that will affirm what we do. And so you see, I knew that, and we are looking for that. So we self-sabotage ourselves. Like, for example, I always had the fear, because I'm competitive, that someone else was having more success than me, and we were starting all together. All the people that started with me, they had success before me. And rather than being happy at the beginning, I was just like so jealous. And I was like, why I'm not doing it? I'm doing the activity, crying on myself and see. And then I was going to talk to people that fail as well, so that I could self-sabotage myself. But fortunately, I'm stubborn enough to be still here and learning and building my mindset. So, and that's one of the things that bring us to actually quit, because we don't build a strong mindset, guys. Bad decision. This is also another thing when we have a weak like mindset. For example, if we set a goal and we want to pay off, let's say many people, when it comes to our business, they join to pay off their debts at the beginning. So, and what they do, what we all do most of the time, we take bad decisions. So we don't achieve, after a long day, we haven't achieved still what we want. What we do, we go out with the friends and just take a drink and say, yeah, let's go nightclub. But where are you going? Have you achieved what you achieved? Have you paid your debts? Have you paid your house? Have you achieved your goals? And then you take the worst decision rather than go back home and reset your goals and understand where you can improve, how you can achieve it, why you didn't achieve it that month, what you wanted it. And that's when, because it's better taking the better decision to have like then a lifetime on night clubbing rather than keep night clubbing and increasing your debts and stuff like that.
Exactly.
So, exactly. Or being a loner. This is another thing. So the mindset is really bad. Like, and that's happened to me as well. When I was into business, I was like, okay, now I need to be focused. I cannot see someone, blah, 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 blah. And then what's happening to us is like we close ourselves inside our little like bowl, and we don't share experiences with others. And what it comes to sharing it with others is like they avoid you to quit, because it might happen that someone else had exactly the same situation. For example, let's say you start in a relationship and it's like 9 months old, and you start having fight things and that, and you go and talk to your friends that has been in 12 years relationship. She will tell you it's normal. Even me and Peter, we had exactly the same. Don't worry, just a moment of passage. Whereas if you're at home alone, thinking, moaning that problem, you're gonna think that this is a bigger problem and only you are experiencing that. So it's always good to speak with people that experience or live in similar situation as you. Like, for example, for me with business, I'm not going to anyone in the road to speak about business. I'm going to speak with my colleagues, people that already succeeded, people that have been longer than me, because I would like to understand if that is a normal situation and how they achieved and overtaking this problem. And that is all down to mindset. And all of these will avoid you to actually quit because you are overwhelmed, because you self-sabotage yourself, or because you keep taking bad decisions, or because you close yourself in your own bowl. So that's about mindset, and that's what I achieve, like growing a strong mindset, loving myself, affirmation, understanding that how other people, and focusing on the results, that build a strong mindset and didn't make me a quitter.
Wow.
So what do you think about that? Like, would you like to add anything, Anya, to that?
Yeah, exactly. You cover everything. So having a strong mindset, sharing the experience with other people. That's why we just like doing this live today to share the experience. So guys, feel free in the comments to let us know what you think about that. If this help you and your business, your relationship. So Yes, so better having a strong mindset, having a mentor. So for me now, having a mentor can relate on you. So I just ask you, what do you think about that? You have a long experience that mean business. So this is really, really good. And also relate to good people. Sometimes you can ask a question to people that did not have the experience. You know, if for example you have a business, you go to your mom to ask this question, can I do that? But your mom never set up a business, so they don't know. So how will your mom help you? Or they don't know that. I don't say that. I'm not saying that your mom cannot help you, but in terms of business, in terms of managing people, always go to the right people. Very important.
Yes, exactly. I love it. We are on the same boat anytime. I love it. Keeping the energy high. Another things I would like to touch before closing up this call, because I would like to cover all and sharing all my experience, particularly and yours, and that will let people not to quit. Another reason why people quit is also because we are not ready to take responsibility. And that's something I realized like not long ago, like when we are ready, like it comes also like to the right moment for everybody. There are people that have a, let's say, less failures or less schemes set up in themselves, so it takes less time for them to achieve some results, but perhaps they have maybe they're older, maybe they had more experience in certain part of their life, and they are ready now to take more responsibilities and to embrace more responsibilities. This is something that I understood with the CEO, our CEO of the company, like of our business, the business that we run. And when he said the sentence, said like, I was ready to build a big huge business for other people. And when he was ready to take more responsibilities, then the success came. And I realized that in my life as well. I never been ready to embrace a big business. I never be ready to embrace like such big responsibilities. And because of that, I couldn't get the success in my second business. And when we realize that, and we are start being honest with ourselves, with affirmation, I'm basically breaking down the wall that he avoids me to build big. Particularly now that I have the most challenges of my life, is the moment that I'm more like a more committed. Like today I sit down and I said, that's it. Now is the moment to get organization. Since this morning, I've been reading online. I've been looking into other people's situations similar to mine. How can I be really organized? And they said, start from the little. Start from the little. Start from be consistent on when you eat, when you wake up. When you start with the little things, then you can turn into big things. So if we are not
It's what
exactly
you used to say. How you do anything is how you do everything, right? I love this. It's good.
Exactly. So when it comes to responsibility, many people quit because they're problem magnets. So they're excusing themselves. So they're not ready to take like responsibility of their lives. How many people, like, and even myself, have been there, because it's not that we are in business, we are perfect, we are here talking to you about certain things, like we never been go through that. We are the first one that we've been through that. That's why we can share this with you. And I've been also a problem magnet. What does it mean? In the moment that we announce problems of our life, oh, my mother is not well, oh, my car got broken, oh, I got really busy routine, as Anya was saying before, I don't have the money. That's why you need to start turning your life, because you don't have money, because you don't have time, because your mother is unwell, so you want to have more time to stay with her. And that's when you need to take responsibility to say, okay, life is sending me this. We all gonna have like problems every day, guys. I'm gonna be honest with you, problems will be all your life. So if you're waiting for the good moment to turn your life, it's not gonna arrive the good moment. The good moment will
It's
never.
never a
The
good
good
moment.
moment.
There's some people
Exactly.
that say it's never a good moment. So.
No, never. It's never a good moment. There will be like the good moment is when you're gonna set it inside yourself. You're gonna be feel that anger and say, now is moment to change. That's it. And when it comes to that hunger, that is the good moment, but you need to build it. and stop moaning about problems. Because when we're going to start talking about our problem, we're going to be a problem attraction. We're going to be afraid, like for someone else to say, oh, okay, this person is weak. Let's catch it in our trap. And that's what, because like speaking loud problem, we're gonna create more problem. So, and that is because we don't take responsibility of our own lives. If we are too busy, it's because we keep saying that we are too busy. So we are building our life busy. If we say that we have no money, you're gonna stay poor all life, guys, because we keep repeating and we are stating in what we're gonna be. And if we say we don't have money, you're gonna stay always with no money, guys. So we need to be careful of what you say, what you announce. When you start announcing your success will come to you. When you start behaving instead like with and taking responsibility of your life and say, okay, I'm saying that I have no time, let's create time. My problem is no money, let's create the money. You want a new car? Create the money for the new car. So, and that's when we are ready to take this responsibility, we are able to turn our lives. Or procrastination. I don't know, Anya, if you know about that.
Yeah, procrastination.
Yeah,
I was procrastinating before. Now I take action every single day. Not tomorrow, but today, you know. Every single day I think today I want to do. Even say I don't have time, I'll create 10 minutes to do what I have to do.
Exactly. Like that is always like taking responsibility. I'm going to do it tomorrow. I'm going to start the diet tomorrow. Oh, I'm going to wait the beginning of the year for the good thought about the year. No, you need to start now. If you're going to be procrastinating about stuff, your life is exactly the same. So it's like if you procrastinate about your relationship. So if you start from a job and you procrastinate about your job, your life is exactly the same. So you need to start taking responsibility and be ready for that. Stop postponing it. Stop saying tomorrow. Stop saying that. Start from today, from right now. In the moment that I learned this, I'm someone that forgets things and get overwhelmed in my mind, like whenever I get everything here without writing it down. So my method is to write down. Before, I was writing down everything I wanted to do it. And then I was like, okay, to-do list. And I was procrastinating because like, oh, it's on the list, I'm going to do it. No. Okay, I want to do something. I organize right now when to do it, at what time to do it, how to do it. That's it. And that's how you start changing your life, taking responsibility of what is your dream about. And then the last things I would, exactly. So you would like to add anything about procrastination?
No, but thank you very much for that. It's good.
I just would like to touch the last things before passing you the word, like Anya, which is still about responsibility, which is selecting hearing. And it's similar to problem magnet. It's like similar to that, where we, in the moment that we are in situations, for example, we are not receiving the targets we want in our job, or we are not receiving the performances that we want in our sports, we are selecting hearing. It happens, I can observe this in so many people. I'm like always looking for positivity. So this is something that, again, in my experience, talking with many people, when they don't want to listen the solution, because they're not ready to take responsibility. So we are selecting hearing. We just listen what we want so that we can confirm the negative of like the scheme of the quitter. So that we can like listen just the negative. Like, for example, when I go to my coach and he's telling me like positive, negative, and he's telling me like, listen, you are great and stuff like in what you do, but it's better if you improve this, because it happens to me as well. A person that is selecting hearing is going to be like, oh, you see, he told me that I'm not good for this, so I'm going to quit. A person that wants to build instead is listening and say, okay, let's make it good. He told me that in his inexperience is doing this. So be careful to selecting here and start realizing after sharing this video and these tips what actually you're doing in your life. Because what I learned in my life, once we learn to quit, we become quitters with everything. Once we come across to an obstacle, and the way how we overtaking this obstacle is the way how we're going to approach life for all our life. So we need to be really careful what scheme we set and what type of people we become. So with this, I cover everything that I wanted to share, like Aniel, and it's always a pleasure. Like, I'm not sure if you want to add anything regarding the taking responsibilities and
just adding one little things is like sometimes so it's kind of excuses, you know, as well. You were talking about the responsibilities, you know, you take responsibility of, you know, our life, our jobs, our money. Sometimes it's excuse. So I cannot take action, but I'm gonna give excuse because, you know, it's not the right time. It's not the I don't have money now, so while we recover. But so guys, just to thank you very much for hearing us today. It's a really big subject, but I really hope this little nuggets help you to understand. So if I kind of realize today, if you quit your everything you do, if you quit your job, for example, you're gonna quit your relationship. So people, you became quitters. Like, so just stay focused on what you're doing. Stay, you know, find the reason why you start doing something and take action.
Yes, always. Thank you very much for listening to us. As Anya said last time, we are always open to share our experiences. So sometimes we might not come up with something that it might relate to you, but we've been through that because it's been already like a long time that we are both in business. So if we can, or in life, we are amazing experience. As we said, we are busy people. We juggle about and like many things. We are not quitters. We are growing every day as people. We are really motivated to achieve our goals. So if we can share with you like many tips or nuggets that we've been through, and you come up with something that you would like us to share, please come up with this, particularly females out there that they feel like frustrated, that they are not able to achieve or gain the life, because this is why we do it, to bring a positive thought out there for the world and make you understand that if we did it, if we are doing it, you can do it as well.
Exactly. Thank you very much, Francesca. And guys, see you. Thank you very much for your comment, for your sharing. Let us know what you think about this video. If you want us to cover another thing, so you know people that want to share with us the experience, let us know. Bye, Francesca. Have a good
Bye. Bonne soirée, chérie.
Bonne soirée tout le monde. À bientôt. Ciao.
A bientôt. Ciao. Buonasera.